Hi everyone, welcome to La Jolla, California. Jason and I are down in San Diego today. He has some work at campus, UC San Diego, and I am enjoying a walk with this lovely view. And I was watching people surf on the other side of the pier and remembered a session that I had with a client of mine on Thursday. She's from down under, from Australia, and we were talking about emotions. There were lots of things that have happened, of course, like lots of our lives. Some pretty significant things for her happened in her personal life, her family life, and just a lot to deal with, a lot of overwhelm, and we were talking about that emotional resilience, emotional intelligence, or patterns around emotion. And she identified, I think this has been a pattern of mine for maybe my whole life, that when I start to feel strong emotion come up, I don't want to express it because I feel like expressing it is a sign of weakness. I feel it's a sign of weakness if I have to break down and cry, or if I have to take some self-care time before I just lose it. I should be strong enough is sort of the underlying maybe belief with that pattern, that why aren't we strong enough to just deal with it and move on and carry on with life? Why do we need to feel it and express it? So it was a pretty significant, I think, realization for her, and the imagery that we were working with embodiment and how to be with emotion in the body, allow it to express itself, and through expression it dissipates, and then we can carry on. And we were working with this imagery of waves. I said, emotion comes in waves. It's not like we have to deal with it all at once in its entirety from start to finish, and then we move on with life. At least not in my experience. My experiences of trauma or change or grief, mourning, those seasons of healing come as seasons. They come in waves, and like watching the ocean, the waves come in sets. So the sets of waves, they'll come in really strong and powerfully for a little while, and then it'll quiet down again. And the waves are always coming in and going back out. There's constant movement, ebb and flow. And so I shared with her, why not just ride the waves? You might ride a wave for a little while and then come back into shore. And when we think about surfers, good surfers are incredibly strong. They're incredibly strong in their physical body. They're incredibly strong in their mind to go out into this huge ocean and say, bring it on. They're able to handle risk and emotion in the present moment with skill, with embodiment, with skill, with adapting and responding to it moment to moment. And surfing, for me, I take a lot of falls. I'm by no means an expert. I've only gone a handful of times. And, the time that you get to stand on the board compared to the watching, the waiting, the listening, the feeling, the swell coming, the timing of it all the falls that I take, the success of standing on my own 2 feet, riding back into shore is very fleeting compared to all the time living in the present and just paying attention. So I hope that this video is helpful for you if you're going through some kind of mental emotional trauma, sexual trauma, family trauma, physical pain, a car accident, physical trauma or injury, whatever the pain is. Know that you're strong enough to feel it. Feeling it is not weakness. You're strong enough to feel it, and feeling emotion means being present in your body, feeling how it manifests as physical sensation, what kind of breath changes happen, how does your posture change, what brings you comfort. Do you want to curl into a little ball? Do you need to get out and run? Do you need to dance and do whatever comes up? So may body resilience, body intelligence serve you well mentally, emotionally, and trust that you're strong enough to ride the waves. one wave at a time, come into shore anytime you need to, and it takes great courage, great strength to allow ourselves that time to express and therefore dissipate strong emotions so that we can then have that capacity for other life experiences. So blessings to you. Happy Friday, happy weekend. Mwah. Bye.